I'm going to do one later. So I'll explain this to you in a minute, okay? Basically, all your hard work through like 30, I don't know, 20 to 30 years of work that you paid attention to detail. Something happened where you invested in several ways. Look, heartbreak. I feel like maybe in 3 different ways, and just heartbreak. And so you've been writing a lot. I feel like you're a songwriter. And getting over it through music. Your reflection card here said that this is confirming the Lover's card. Maybe needing rest. The Gemini card. Be careful. Someone could be two-faced. Okay? But you definitely need rest. I feel like when these projects that created the heartbreak here, you were supposed to be celebrating, and no one was celebrating. They were hating on you, and you didn't know where to go with, when you had the opportunity. They left you. It was like you weren't alone, but you were alone because you had no support, because they knew that you were this star energy. They knew that the universe had your back. They knew. You know what I'm saying? So this is the reflection. And it's like why people hate when others are happy, and have a chance to succeed and make it in life, instead of just being happy for others like I am for others when they reach their success. It would be nice if someone could be happy for me, But I feel like I've wasted so many years already. And I should be way further along than I am, at my age. And so maybe you're feeling the same way. Just the humbling of it all. And it even says in the good book about being humble. And it says, humble yourselves before the Lord. It says, humble yourselves before the Lord. Fuck, man, and this fucking stupid thing, sorry. In my language, I know. Okay, so, yeah, it says, humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up. So this is James. I feel like Jam is my initials. That's funny. So like 410. And that's like in the 4th house of friendships and the 1st house of self-care. Maybe you've been paying for, like, I don't know, self-care for your friend too many times, and they haven't, like, reciprocated the same. It's got to be the same, And it's like, I know you're used to takers collective, but it's okay to receive. Okay? So just know that. All right? In this self-reflection mode. Let's go more off this tarot bit. Could be something of expectation, huh? Of being fulfilled. Being fulfilled. Yes. Wish fulfillment. Maybe you write a lot about like what you've been through, your experiences, or through someone else's perspective. I feel like you just have this natural ability. What else? Yeah, you intimidate people. Look, making logical, hard men look soft. You intimidate people. And that's why they're not happy for your successes. Intuitively, you know that. And maybe there's a masculine that you're super succeeding that doesn't want you to super succeed and is paying attention to detail. Yeah. This logical man, you know what I'm saying? That has maybe bad intent, his own reasons. Yeah, greed. His own greedy reasons. Look, He talks bad about you, maybe behind your back. Look, greedy. Yep, for his own greedy reasons. Wow. That's kind of hurting, I know. Someone you met through a job or something. And, yeah, they don't want to see you become this freaking star, I'm telling you. They want to be the star. And it's like, yes, the Queen of Wands, just enjoying the moment. It's like, through all this shit, you're like, does it look like I give a fuck? No. You keep writing, and you keep on leaning on music, and that's a good thing, Queen of Wands. Yes, this person is greedy and envious over this Queen of Wands energy. Could be a High Priestess. If the Chariot comes out, look, Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy. Just look at the lesson of the movie Showgirls, okay? Like, there's a lesson behind that. Seven of Cups in reverse. Sometimes it's something that, it's things you don't do, you know, is worse than making a bad decision or taking a risk for business or something, you know. Maybe it's not doing anything. But I feel like you took this risk and you feel like it's a bad one and you can't do anything with it right now. As far as this Capricorn energy, I don't know, that you're friends with or something. Admires you. You have an admirer. Over an idea. Someone who's not so adventuristic. And this person has his own, like, issues, his own independence. Like, I feel like he doesn't want nothing from you. But he's kind of immature, maybe into astrology, but he wouldn't be an emperor if he didn't have some backbone. Okay, and this is Taurus energy, and the Hierophant of, oh no, Hierophant hasn't come out yet, but if it does. Chariot, okay, High Priestess energy, I was just saying. Okay, so we have the High Priestess energy. Star mode, determination, could be an air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Right here. Yeah, this Capricorn trying to get away with some kind of gossip about you. Some greedy gossip. And it's like, look, in Sagittarius, this also is confirming Sagittarius. Look, but you maybe don't feel like you live to tell, but you have lived to fucking tell. So you're still standing no matter all the bullshit you've been through because you're determined. You know, you're determined. And so I feel like you don't cry over spilt milk. You got over whatever spilt milk. There's more things in life, you know, to worry about. It's all about perspective. Yeah, there's worse things in life to worry about. Spilt milk. Like money, for instance. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you're reaching your point of prosperity. Just keep going. I see a prosperous future for you with the Empress card here and the High Priestess gonna come out. Yeah, I feel like in the moment you're going through some kind of hardship, but you're doing the right thing. So this Empress energy, look at this. You're left in the dark about this emotional fulfillment. And that you could be a person of the light, a person that's very private. And then the King of Pentacles, happily ever after. See what I was saying? You're bound to find prosperity. So yes, You're bound to be a star, Empress. Priestess energy of this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Aquarius, a star. Libra, Gemini, look, emotional fulfillment. Like, what more can you want than family love? I feel like that's all you want. Although you're left in the dark on certain matters, according to with this emperor. Okay, that's a music artist, an artist of some sort, or could have an artist in their family. Because you're a very private person. Probably because you were poor before. You know what I'm saying? And people were against you, and you were like, you were bullied before with the Seven of Wands. It's like, yeah, you had no allies, you had no support, you know? And you didn't forget this, but that's why you're private. Okay, star? But look, this card means happily ever after. So I usually end the reading here because this is the best card in the deck. Happily ever after. Doesn't matter what ideas, what material shit you have. It doesn't matter where you've been, what you've been through. You know, you're clean, you're responsible, and you both deserve the best. So stop going against the grain. Go with it. Gosh dang it. You know, I used to do hair. And when I did hair, what I told my understudies, the biggest thing, less is more. Let's focus on what we're leaving on the head, not taking off. Common sense, logic. Okay, so there you go. I mean, right there. Right there, hun. Stay optimistic about your love life. See? Faith brings you romance. I feel like you're not looking. Yeah, you're healing. Like you've just gone through some stuff most people wouldn't even be able to stomach. Anyways, ask your 3 questions and then we're going to end this. And then I'll come back with another live later. So you have 3 questions, yes or no. Ready? Think of your first question, yes or no only question, or it won't be accurate. Ow, 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 okay. Wow, you did that quick. Like that. All right, no, yes, no. Unfinished business, loose ends. For your first one, no, because feeling restless. And your second one, yes, winging it, nest egg, something to crow about, something, maybe got bragging rights about something. Some good news, congratulations, I'm happy for you. See, why couldn't people be like that for you, your close ones, your friends? You're really gonna find out who your friends and your family is in this part of your moment. And I think the divine's putting you through this so you know who your real friends and family are, you know? And you can discern, use your discernment on being around people, like-minded people, people that aren't takers, people that are givers like you. You know what I'm saying? So this third question was no, having like this, you know, you can't see, or what you see isn't real, so it's an illusion. Some magician, I'm getting magician out of this, which is the first card in the major arcana. So I feel like, yeah, through this kind of illusion thing. And really, haircuts are an illusion because no one's head is perfect. So we are illusionists too, like the people that cut hair, because we make your head look pretty dang even. Well, I did. I started a brand over it. Yeah, because I had a shop owner tell me don't do such a good job. And I couldn't conform to that. Anyways, oh, you were enjoying the music? What music? What music? What music was it? What music was it, you guys? I don't know. But I do have music on my channel under my music artist name, which is Jessica space Elisa. If you put in Jessica, Elisa together with a capital J and an A, you'll find my deck. Yeah. So it's a songwriting. My songwriting. Very raw, but a lack of equipment and a willingness to not give up in that moment. So, anyways, if you are a fan of my music, thank you. Yes, I just did tarot, and you can actually rewind this live. If you follow me on my Facebook, which is Jessica Elisa McDaniel, all one word, common spelling, ALISA. Then you'll be able to see the rest of this live until it uploads. I'm going to do another one later, but you just have a prosperous future ahead of you. It ended again with the 10 of Pentacles. And not just that, when I looked at that up, Justice, the karmic card, because it was your good karma. That's why things aren't happening as fast for you in the Eight of Wands reverse. Because God don't give you more than you can handle. The divine don't give you more than you can handle. Karmic justice and truth, honesty. Yes. So that's what it ended with. So pretty much you have a prosperous future ahead of you. And if you want to see the rest of the reading, go to the Facebook thing, but this shouldn't really, it's only going to be a 20-minute video, so it shouldn't really take that long to load. I'm going to do another one later tonight. God willing and the creek don't rise. And yeah, we'll do more later. Okay, I just wanted to get that message through, and it was bugging me. So we'll do more later, and thank you for joining. Subscribe, like, and share, and share the floating straws, because they really need to get out there around the world. We need to really get into trending now. Edible straws, which can be bought through Amazon, and it doesn't mean you eat them. It just means they're eco-friendly and biodegradable. So it's a video on how to dispose of remaining plastic straws before you throw them away, so that they float to the top and can be collected by plastic floating collecting machines that swift all that stuff from the beach. Sorry, I gotta go, you guys. But anyways, thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you later, and that's message for now.